the PGA Tour goes from high drama to low country.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by MasterCard.
The RBC Heritage is one of the favorite stops on the PGA Tour. Players allow themselves to decompress after the first major of the year on one of their favorite courses of the season, Harbour Golf Links in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Luke Donald said on Wednesday that Harbour is a gem of a track, a great blueprint for how courses should be designed. And with an equally great field, the low country feel of this event always sets up for a great week. 14 of the top 30 in FedEx Cup standings will be making starts this week, including Brandt Snedeker and Matt Kuchar, who were both in the mix at the Masters, charting top 10 finishes. Carl Peterson will look to defend his title and become just the fourth player to successfully keep the tartan jacket in back-to-back years. The last player to do that on the World Golf Hall of Famer Pete Dye's design was Boo Weekley in 2007 and 2008. For more on Weekley, let's throw out to Bill Rosinski of SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio.
Thanks, Amanda. Well, here we are, the calm after the first major storm of the year. We leave Augusta, and now behind me, the beautiful Calabogie Sound and the 2013 RBC Heritage. What a great place for a golf tournament. A lot of history here at the Harbour Golf Links. And one guy who'd like to repeat history is Boo Weekley. He's won a couple of times here, and his game is coming back. Great finish at Tampa a couple of weeks ago, and he said the big reason why, he's making putts. He's really worked on his putting game, trying to lengthen the stroke, maybe slow it down a little bit. He said, you know what, I grew up on slow Bermuda greens down in Florida. I used to jab at the golf ball. Well, all of a sudden, the putting is working, they're dropping, and he's moving his way up the leaderboard. Should be a great week for Boo, who called this a shot maker's golf course. He said if you're not hitting it straight, you will weed yourself out by the weekend. We've got all the action, SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio, all week long here from Hilton Head. Amanda, back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Now let's take a look at Rob Bolton's power rankings. You'll want to keep an eye on Brandt Snedeker, who won this event in 2011 and is looking back to form after recovering from a rib injury. Jason Day will look to use his disappointing finish at the Masters as motivation for his second PGA Tour victory. Remember, Day held the final round lead before two late bogeys. Also, watch out for 2010 Heritage champion Jim Furyk and Bill Haas, who has 5 top 10 so far this season, as well as Mr. Weekley. Another thing to keep an eye on this week is how James Driscoll is doing. The Boston native has set up a charity to help those affected by the Boston Marathon bombing on Monday. Driscoll has pledged to give $1,000 for every birdie he makes this week in South Carolina and next week in New Orleans. To help the cause, you can log on to together.pgatour.com and donate. You can catch live Round 1 action on Golf Channel beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio live play-by-play beginning at noon. And as always, everything you need from the live leaderboards to highlights can be found right here on PGAtour.com.
PGA Tour Today is presented by MasterCard, a proud sponsor of the PGA Tour. Only MasterCard provides access to every TPC golf course across the country. Book now at PGAtour.com/MasterCard.